Have you got indigestion?
I think I might do, yeah.
I
did wolf that Tuscan sausage pretty quickly.
You did. He's a very handsome man.
Oh, shush.
Hello and welcome to our weekend release. As you know, this is our bonus podcast episode where we see how much extra content we can squeeze into your week. Like random things that have been sent in, extra bits from our week and how our advice went down with you. Our wonderful G and Divas. My braces are killing today.
Oh.
Absolutely killing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it just feels like
Take them out?
No, can't. I've got them in 18 hours at least.
Can I just very quickly, such an important church notice, literally. On Tuesday's episode, I talked about Catherine. Remember one of our listeners was called Catherine and she was with a K. And then there was a whole discussion about Catherine with a K is probably Catholic. I've investigated that fully and they're both sort of Catholic names-ish and also Protestant. But the C version is from the Latin and the K version is from the Greek. Should anyone want to know. If I offended anyone in that, I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know.
Well, we will all sleep soundly tonight.
Thank you. I will too. So I just needed to let you know that. And how was Spain?
Oh, yeah, it was good, thank you. At the time of recording, I got back yesterday. Still a bit tired. Don't know what it is about...
What, from the jet lag?
Yeah, Spanish jet lag. Don't know what it is about flying, but even if you've been on a plane for a couple of hours, it's just tiring, isn't it?
It's tiring. I would imagine it's tiring travelling with you.
Yeah. But it was good. It was really good.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wendy and Graham all right?
Good. She made me butties for playing yesterday, bless her.
She made you sandwiches.
She made me some butties. She made me two, a big cheese and ham baguette and a big tuna baguette, and he had both. Oh, and I've just had bread. I'm not having any more bread this week. I'm not.
Can we talk about? You put a lot of stories up on your Instagram.
Yeah,
which was lovely. It was really hilarious to see them in their natural habitat and their new natural habitat. But the thing that particularly piqued Ben and my interest was your sort of the nibbles bowl, which was sort of divided into segments.
it's a Spanish thing.
There were nuts with Haribo mixed in.
It's a Spanish thing. So
I don't think it is.
No. It was nuts, Haribo, and Smarties, and it's all mixed together. And trust me, Mum, I was like, Mum, that's weird. She's like, no, they do it in bars down there where she lives, the part of southern Spain where she is, and it's a thing. And you try it, and it's a taste sensation.
I'm sure it is a taste sensation.
It's a Spanish thing, and
I don't know if it is.
Try it. I'm going to do it next time I'm in. I'm going to get some Smarties. Apparently M&M's work just as well. Nuts and gummy bears, Haribo. And
if there's any actual Spanish people listening, please let us know.
Yeah.
Hola.
But Mum, they do it in the bars down where Mum is, and she does it at home
Right.
now.
Please let us know. Gracias.
Yeah, it was good.
How is your Spanish?
Yeah.
Has it got any better with all the visits?
Not really, no.
How's their Spanish?
Yeah. They say chorizo and Murcia with a little lisp now, which is quite annoying.
Does Graham know the Spanish for I need a stretcher for my wife?
He knows the Spanish first. She's pissed again.
One large black coffee.
I said, chucho leche.
I'm sorry.
What is it?
Chuchu leche.
Concha leche. I've said that wrong.
Right.
Coffee with milk.
Oh, okay, yes.
Something like that. What was I going to say then? I call it middle-aged Magaluf out there.
Right.
Because that's what it's like. It's like Magaluf for the middle age. Just always on piss. So we had Bill and Michelle came round.
Yes.
Another Wendy and Richard. That was the ones who helped him find the house. They're the local estate agents.
Oh, are they?
They're not Spanish, they're from Essex.
Interest.
Richard used to work Richard used to work in the city, so talking about that.
In the city.
See, I've learned a very, very funny story. So my dad told me, Bradley, my younger brother's getting married next year.
Yes.
But him and Sophie, his fiancée, are expecting a baby, which will be born before the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Bradley rung my mum and said, we'd love for you to come on the honeymoon so you can look after the baby.
It's a bold move.
And of course, Mum, you think my mum did everything for me. Oh,
not again.
Pissing alarm. Is this a test?
It always goes off.
What alarm goes off at 11:20? Sorry, Jane Davis.
We'll just sit here and flame in front of you.
So,
Don't speak over the alarm.
why? Should we be evacuating right now? Are you joking?
We might need.
Oh, there
Yes!
We're saved. That or the fire has burnt through the electrical cables that.
we go. Anyway, so my mum does everything for Bradley, so she was like, "Oh yeah, of course, me and your dad will go. We'll have baby, and you can do your own thing," which I think's the most.
I think they're going to regret that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it sounds like a nice idea now.
What's the etiquette for inviting your mum and dad on your honeymoon to look after your newborn?
I mean, I'm sure it's happened before.
do you reckon?
Yeah.
Get in touch if you've done that before. I seen Frank as well.
Nice.
I said my farewells.
Oh no! Don't.
It was really upsetting. Yeah.
When are they-
He's so skinny and he's pretty much blind, and he barks because he doesn't know where he is, and he just pisses everywhere. I stood in so much piss this weekend. Yeah. So I got a bit upset on Monday.
Oh, darling.
Yeah. So.
When are they?
Well, he's I don't think it's obvious to tell he's not got long left. Frank's my dog, by the way. It's not my dad. My dad wasn't pissing everywhere.
Well,
Although
it's happened.
It has. So yeah, but we had him when we were 15. And obviously, we got him when
The dog.
yeah, he's 15 years old, and we got him for Brad's when he was going through chemotherapy, and he was such a like. If you've seen Marley and Me, when the child's ill in Marley and Me, the dog stays with the child all the time, and Frank never used to leave his side. He used to get in his bed for all whilst he was like going through chemotherapy and stuff. So yeah, he was like he never left his side, and we got him for Brad's to be like right because he wanted a dog. So yeah. Sorry, I feel like I put a
Are they
dampener
going
on
to
it.
get another dog?
They've already got one, Katie,
Oh,
named
right.
after my sister-in-law, which is very weird. A Spanish stray.
I also love the fact not only have they named after your sister-in-law,
It's
which
so
is the
weird.
most patag move ever.
Do you think it is?
And if it was intended, but the fact it's a stray.
Spanish
It's not like
stray.
it's a pedigree. It's got what a beautiful coat it's got. This mangy old thing. What should we call it?
Katie. Well, no,
Katie.
apparently it was already called Katie, but it was
Okay.
a stray, so how was it? But yeah. They're not mangy old things. They've already got one, but for little Frank.
And what breed is Katie?
Like one of those ones on the Caesar food packaging.
Yorkshire. No. Westie.
A bit. No, she's not a Westie. She's not a Westie. She's like a cross between. I can't remember. She's cute though. I'll show you a picture.
Cute for a stray.
Oh, I'll show you. I'll put this picture up. Actually, we'll put this up. This is middle-aged peakness at its finest.
Do we go into 10 days of mourning if Frank dies?
That's my mum and dad with both the dogs.
Oh,
Now,
can I just work out which?
Sergeant Major North there with the dogs.
He looks a little bit like a northern Blofeld. Oh, Wendy, I've been expecting you.
Oh, with a dog. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Right. Anyway, let's go to listeners' responses.
Well,
Sorry.
hang on. Before we do responses, can we just do some postbag stuff?
Oh, what? We're not going through all these, are we?
No, not all of these. Just right. Can I just say thank you to Miles? There's no return address other than the fact it's on Queen Elizabeth II. Writing
wow,
paper,
look at that.
The QE2. He has sent me, and this is in relation to
You'd
my.
be very good on CBBC reading out birthday cards and letters and stuff.
Do they still do birthday cards?
I'll ask Katie.
But he has sent me a QE2 cruises brochure.
Oh, is that what QE2 stands for? Queen Elizabeth.
The second.
Is that what the QE2 is?
Boats have numbers, monarchs have numerals.
I never knew that.
So the QE2 holiday brochure, which is in relation to my other podcast, Keeping Up Appearances, final episode of the series out next week. And I had said I didn't have a QE2 holiday brochure, and Miles has sent one in. Not only sent the brochure in, but also sent in a nice little covering letter on Cunard
This
QE2
is from 93,
writing paper.
94. Is this the one that Hyacinth had?
But yes, very similar. And because, Miles, you don't have a return address, I can't thank you properly. So I really hope you hear this. And we've recorded Series 3, so I can't say thank you.
I'd
in my
love
other
to go on the
podcasts.
QE2 with you.
Well, it's been decommissioned. So
Oh.
I think keep dreaming. We could do the
What
Queen
about-
Mary.
What about the QE3?
We haven't had a QE3.
So where's the QE1 then?
They decommissioned that.
as well.
I actually explained the numeral system in
Keeping up
the
appearances.
other podcast. But we could go cruising together.
Listen to that podcast because you will not have a bloke in his 30s having a breakdown over his dog. I can promise you that. I don't want to think.
Can I take you cruising?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go cruising.
Have you?
Yeah, I've never done it, but I think I used to watch.
Not a lot of people know, but it wasn't actually 5 Live where Jordan and I met. That was just a cover story. I could take
Have you been on a cruise? No, you've been on a cruise, haven't you?
I've been on a crossing.
What's a crossing?
Well, so
everyone's got on that pissing boats at Isle of Man.
no, I went on the Queen Mary too from Southampton to New York. But that's not a cruise because you only stop once. Once you get going, like the Titanic. I did the Titanic.
How long
cruise,
does that
basically.
take?
6 days. I think.
6 days? What did you do? Was it quite boring?
We did napkin folding classes. I participated. I didn't take one. And my mother and I went to learn to ballroom dance together. We were terrible.
Oh, how old
Yeah.
was you?
16.
Right, okay.
I led. So yeah, we did that.
Wow, okay.
And not a lot. And the internet was terrible. It was back in the day.
2006.
Yeah, it was. I would enjoy doing it now with my key and sort of as an adult and with better technology. Not convinced it was the best thing for me at the time.
I went on a cruise, the new Virgin one, recently. I tell a
didn't
lie.
bloody leave the dock.
I know, it was the opening night. It was a big, massive piss up. Yeah.
Well, I don't think that was a cruise, though. You went on a cruise ship.
It was opening, and it was like, oh, crap, that was top 10 hangovers that day.
Okay.
Anyway, can we do
also,
some
one final piece of art that we've been sent in. We love G&D for sending in their art. This
Oh.
is from Amy, and there's a long letter which I won't read, but she has sent in. She's drawn her favourite photo of the two of us. It's the first lifelike drawing that she's done, and she's proud to say it's of us both because it's her first. And whilst it may not be brilliant, well, we think it's great. She's tried her best and hopes we like
that's
it.
great, Amy. That's really good.
Can you remember when that was done?
That was just the night before I headed to Wales.
Yes.
It was literally the night before I headed to Wales.
Yeah. You've given me a lot of hair, Amy, and I'm liking that.
Yeah,
so
you give me a
thank
lot
you.
of stubble as well. My stubble looks good there.
Manly.
Wow, that's really good. Thank
It's a
you.
nice black and white pencil drawing of us hugging.
That's really good.
It
Thank
is really
you.
good.
Bless you.
Thank
Bless
you, Amy. We will put that up in the background. So thank you again for all of that. Okay, there's still time for just a little bit of responses. This is from Rosie. Dear William, Jordan, PB, and of course Diego. I was listening to a recent episode and was saddened to hear a fellow G&D diva was questioning whether or not to cancel their holiday to Amsterdam with their mother due to their friends' horrid opinions. Funnily enough, I've actually been on holiday with my mother to Barcelona. We had an absolutely...
Barcelona.
Barcelona. We had an absolutely incredible time together, and while I have always had a great relationship with my mother, our holiday allowed us to grow closer. On our holiday, we found fun and interesting activities to do together, and she did not have to be the parent. It cemented our relationship as not just mother and daughter, but as best friends.
You don't agree with parents and best friends, do you?
No.
You're really close to your mum. You speak to her about 4 times a day.
Yeah, but she's my mother.
Don't we bloody know it?
I wish everyone could experience going on holiday with their parents and guardians as an adult. It's a memory I would always hold dear, which is far more important than what anyone else thinks of us going on holiday together. I recommend that they absolutely go on holiday and tell their friends where they can stuff it. Much love to you all and can't wait for the book. Rosie.
Here. I've just got back from Spain with my mum and dad and had a fabulous weekend.
I've got a holiday coming up in a few months with my parents.
Yeah.
I don't have an objection to going on holiday with your parents at all. Like, I'm all for it.
I did.
And Rosie is right. Your relationship with your parent evolves over time. And, you know, once you are both adults, it is less of the sort of parent-child dynamic. So I do agree with Rosie on that.
Okay.
So friends can stuff it.
Next one.
This is from Becky. Hi, Jordan and William. I heard Jordan mention getting caught out with the fake name Tess Tickle on the radio. Mm-hmm. My brother is actually called Mike Hunt. Lots of love, Becky Hunt.
Oh, is that it? Becky
it.
Hunt.
Yeah.
So is your brother called Michael Hunt?
Well, not Mike. No, he's
Mike
called
Hunt.
James, actually.
Mike Hunt. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
There was a comment on TikTok on one of our videos. I would love to live in the wide, thick alleyways that make up William's, no apostrophe, hair.
We had one that you sent in the group recently. What does that mean? The big...
I don't know what...
I think that's a compliment, is it?
Is it? What are wide, thick alleyways in hair?
Somebody's also commented, why doesn't William's brother sound even a bit posh like William? That's De Brucey.
De Brucey?
Yeah, apparently your brother doesn't sound...
Well, no. His vowels are not quite as round.
Anyway.
But that's his choice. And this is from Charlotte. Hi, William, Jordan, EPB, and Diego. I've recently listened through the back catalogue again, and I listened to the episode where you were talking about people having sex to your podcast. Now, I can't say that it's a top shagger banger for us. However, recently we had an incident during the deed. I love to listen to the podcast to fall asleep to, and as my fiancé has to be up early, I listen with my AirPods in. The other night, I did my usual routine, popped the podcast on and got into bed. Occasionally, after a busy shift, I am still wired and need to wind down. My fiancé had fallen asleep very early and woke up about an hour before me getting into bed. He wasn't saying a lot, but I knew what was about to happen. Before I could take my AirPods out or turn the podcast off, we were down to business.
Oh, wow.
Mid-lovemaking, all I could hear was...
Wendy, can I borrow your potato peeler?
It was so loud through my AirPods that my fiancé stopped and asked, "Is that help I sexted my boss?"
Brilliant.
He had no idea I had my AirPods in as it was pitch black. I was hysterically laughing and so was he, and we couldn't carry on and just ended up listening to the rest of the podcast and drifting off. Every time we hear,
Wendy, can I borrow your potato peeler?
we just can't help but laugh at how your podcast accidentally cockblocked us. Love the podcast. All the best, Charlotte.
Told you there were people that have listened to us whilst having sex. Yeah.
People
told
that hear your voice and struggle. And also people who hear your voice and...
Go hard.
Go hard or go home.
Yes. Have I told you about my new BBC Three show I've been asked to present?
No.
It's called Get Hard and Come Home. He's not impressed.
I don't get that.
What?
Have you been sitting on that all week?
I'm sorry?
Go hard, go home. Episode's available now on BBC iPlayer. That's my
It's
new...
very good.
I should give it a little plug, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Came out...
Plug me.
Came out on Sunday. There's
Plug yourself.
three more episodes dropping this Sunday. It's on the iPlayer. And
So
it's,
hang on, they drop in batches.
yeah, 3 episodes a week, and it's available to watch now. It's the one I went to the remote island for last year and filmed. So yeah, watch it on iPlayer. It's good.
The
good
Isle
show.
of Man.
Weren't the Isle of Man?
Talking of crossings.
Isle of Wight.
Kajal on Twitter tagged us in a post showing us their dating profile on Hinge, I believe this is. She is looking for, we'll ask you questions, and she has put that she is looking for Wendy as I need to borrow her potato peeler.
Great. Fantastic. Just to let you know, Gene Divas, on Tuesday's main episode, the Wendy Can I Borrow Your Potato Peeler calling sign
Yep.
has been taken to the next level.
Yep.
So we've got some very funny clips of radio presenters and TV presenters reading out Wendy, can I borrow your potato peeler? So make sure you're listening on Tuesday. Remember, if you've got a question or story that isn't a dilemma or a problem, this is the place where we can read it out. So drop into our DMs and social media or send us an email to help@sextandmyboss with anything you want to share with us.
We also love hearing back from the people we offer advice to, so if that's you, please get him back in touch with producer Ben, sometimes executive producer Ben, and we'll see you next week.
Why did you let me have all that bread?